Hello, dear friends. Here we are again with another little meetup. I am in Serbia right now at the Grze River, and there's beautiful lakes here and an intriguing pyramid called Retanje, 1,500 meters high. We climbed it a few days ago. Pretty intense. And here I am now in the forest. I will show you briefly. And it's really a kind of a Merlin energy. Merlin also appeared to me when I was sitting at the Grze source, where the spring is really originating. He came to me and he spoke really beautifully. And maybe he wants to share a few words. I don't know. I have the urge to sit here, and I found a bench with a perfect thing sticking out, funnily enough, so I can park my mobile phone against it. And let's see who wants to visit us in this magical forest. I sense a lot of nature beings are here. But maybe it's also Merlin himself who wants to share a few words. So I'm just opening up my channel and let's just see what the adventure might bring. It's so beautiful to just be here. It's so peaceful. I'm really realizing that I'm actually craving for nature and green. And for quietude. It's really beautiful. Yesterday I spent a day in the darkness. I was all day with a mindfold and inside. Also a very interesting day, but it's another story. Right now, just allowing the energies to come in, see what nature wants to share with us. Enjoy the wind in the leaves. Maybe you can hear it. I can hear it fairly well. Little bird in the background. It's really soothing to be here. Hello, dear friend. Who are you and what would you like to share with us today? I might even have to switch my phone. Is that nice? For the view, maybe the view is better like this. I allow the energy to settle itself. It takes a little while. Sense what you're sensing while the field is building itself. Well done. To invite us in. Forest people. We are called the gnomes, the dwarves, the kobolds, the fairies, the forest people. We are omnipresent, especially in areas that are very well maintained and feel very fairy-like and very, very magical. These are exactly the spots that we are, of course, adhering to and visit each and every day, almost non-stop. We are attending to her presence. The forest people gladly would like to share just a few small words to take you all along in what the forest is really about, could or should be about, in our optics. forest people, nature beings, love their job. We love to be in nature all the time and care for her all the time. It's our natural job. It's a given. This is what we do. This is what we came for. This is our role. It's a task, a duty, but these words sound very heavy loaded because what we do with so much joy in our hearts that it doesn't feel like a job. It's a natural given for us. Every time we wish to connect with humans, we have two types of sensations. Most of the time we love to care for children. Children are still very, very pure, very warm-hearted and very open to our presence. When we near them, we can very easily merge with their fields and then be a little bit of a human kobold, so to say, or a human child that's also dancing like a fairy. We can intertwine with their energy fields very easily. Adults seem to have lost this capability, even though this channel knows it very well. She is very open and fluctuacious for all the energies that present themselves to her if it is aligned with her highest essence. This is one of our responses. We can be very joyful when it comes to connecting with humans, especially small humans called children. However, sometimes we are also very sad. We leave this place in the most gorgeous, beautiful surroundings, and what do humans do? They make a camping ground out of it. They have their festivities with food and drinks in these funny cans that often are cracked like this and then thrown somewhere in the corner of a tree, or even worse, in the watery realms where it starts to oxidize and leave brown smudge. This is something that is very aching to our hearts. As soon as we try to remove these debris, we are always at a loss, since we do not live in the third dimension, but in the fifth, sixth, or seventh, or so. We try to remove the etheric debris, which is already something, but in essence we are dependent on humans who live still in the third dimension to collect their garbage and take it out of the forest and throw it in a bin that was really meant for them. This is why we as nature beings seize this moment to kindly ask your support. In any given moment where you feel I'm in nature, I have some spare time, I see some flying garbage roaming around, hey, I have a little plastic bag with me and also maybe some extra tissues because I don't want to get too dirty, please, may we ask and petition you, can you collect the garbage? On our kind behalf, and in fact also on behalf of Mother Earth, and probably also on behalf of yourself, dear kind human being. Can you keep nature clean together with us? This is our kind petition. As kobolds and fairies and many of the other green beings in the forest, we don't like to get angry. However, our beautiful nature hearts are sometimes really, really overwhelmed with tears when we see what kind of a mess humans can make. Can you help us out here? Can you please help us to clean Mother Earth, maybe even wherever you go? Maybe even on the street, if you see some plastic foil swirling around, can you catch it like a little game in the wind? It has probably been washed tens of thousands of times already by the raindrops. It can't be too dirty anymore. Can you please catch it and bring it into your own garbage bin in your homes? Can you be a little bit more physical eyes in the third dimension and have kindness in your heart and pick up all the garbage that really crosses your path and your eyes? Can you hear the calling of the beings of nature? Help us, please. Can you clean it out? I see currently this channel thinking she picked up a can. I believe it was on Bretagne. If I read it in her vocabulary, she picked it up. It was an energy drink. Somebody had left it, she just picked it, and she could feel a whole host of kobolds applauding to her. Dear channel, do I see this story correctly in your field? I was not there. I live in this forest. We as beings from nature are fairly localized. We live here, and the beings who live on the Rutanje mountain are living there. We have local spots where we live. Even though we can travel around, we usually are pretty stuck to the place where we were born, you could say, and this is where we fulfill our task. Did you pick up a can, dear channel, and what did you sense the response of nature was? Yeah, that's true. I did pick up one energy drink. I saw it already on the way up and I thought, I should really pick that, but I left it and I felt a bit guilty. And on the way down, I saw it again, and my automatic response was to just take it and bring it down with me. And indeed, I sensed it was very interesting feeling, because I felt like I was almost attacked, but then in a joyful way, like from all the directions was like a whole host of small beings ran towards me and yeah, really applauded and celebrated. So yes, thank you for reminding me of that incident a few days ago. That's true. That was very special. Forest people indeed gladly applaud. Maybe this is a way for each and every one of you to start connecting more with the beings who live in nature. Nature is filled with beautiful beings. Even your garden is filled with beautiful beings. And if you do attend to us a little bit more often, you will start to sense there is an interaction, a communication starting to take place. We gladly leave it at this, dear human friends. It is just a small invitation, a small call out for help, because we still cannot call and clean the third dimension. We need to call upon your kind, dear assistance here. Thank you on behalf of the people of the forest. We are living always in nature. This is where we are at our best, but you can also just invite us into your homes if you need a plant that is a bit ill and it needs some extra support, or if you just feel I need some extra cheerfulness in my house or in my daily routines. Please call upon the green fairies or upon a simple kobold who is always willing to make a little joke with you. This is how we are. Not all nature beings like to be called upon the homes. The gnomes, for example, please don't call upon them. They like to stay in the inner earth and do their groundwork there. They are not the most talkative types, you could say. Whenever you call upon a being of nature, the right being will come to your side. It will be governed and guided by your own guides, and they will know who to invite. We leave it at this on behalf of nature and Pan, and of course Mr. Merlin, who was here previously and is roaming these realities all the time. He is an omnipresent being, and he knows when to show himself and when to not show himself. He is simply always there, governing the rules of nature. We simply want to let you know we really adore you, kind dear humans, because we also see that a lot of the old things you were carrying inside you is ascending naturally. And this serves us as kobolds and nature beings as well. As soon as humans ascend, there is an automated click-in response in the grids that say, of course, now it's also time for the rest of nature, including all nature beings, to also ascend and go to the next level of their beingness. This means for us in general that many of the forest people are allowed to travel more at free will. We want to thank you for giving us the free will that we actually never had. It is important to acknowledge that we as little people from the forest are becoming more and more humans with free will to see and sense where we go. We greet you for now. The forest is breathing for you as you see and sense the winds are picking up. We greet you for now. We love you all. Thank you for keeping our forests clean and tight. Greetings on behalf of the forest. Thank you so much, dear forest people. It's a nice surprise. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Big hugs for you, and enjoy your next round to the forest. Ciao.